Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Kevin Pack here. Now, I wanted to do something a little bit different today because I've had this car for I think about like 4 months, so I bought it in December. And I did a delivery of this car, and now I want to do a video review of my 5 loves and hates for this car, this Tesla Model 3 that I got in December. It's a 2020 model. So I'm going to take you guys through today on the 5 things I love and hate about my own Tesla Model 3. You can see there's a nice little graveyard going on around here. So I'm going to start off first with the 5 things that I really love about the car. So one of the first things that I really love about this car is just the styling in the interior and the exterior of this car. I mean, you could see just how beautiful it looks in here. So I got the all white seats. There's a black and white theme to it, and I really love it. Very minimalistic. So I really love the interior and the exterior of this car. The exterior of the car looks super high-tech, modern, futuristic as well. Futuristic and modern. And I really enjoy the curves and the lines of it. It looks aggressive, but at the same time, it looks also minimal. And then at the same time, it looks futuristic. It looks high-tech, and I really enjoy that. I'm very big on appreciation of technology. And although I love cars and I love manual cars and old cars, but I really do have an appreciation for technology, and I love that this Model 3 really represents technology in the automotive industry. So I really like the styling of this car. Very minimalistic. I like it all around. And so the looks of the interior and exterior were definitely one of the high paying points that sold me on the car. The next thing I love about this car is that you don't actually need a key. You can get a key, like an actual key fob if you want for the car, but mainly what we use is an app. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. This is what the app looks like. Pretty basic, pretty simple. You have your phone key, climate controls, charging location. What I really like about the app is that you can control a lot of different functions on the car. So you can open the trunks, you could put it in valet mode, Sentry mode. You can also change the climate from your phone, so I could turn up the heat or the heated seats or the AC. So the ease of the app and the basically convenience of being able to do things from the app is really nice, and I really like it. And what this car has that most don't is something called Sentry mode, and this is really cool because if you put a USB drive into this car, it'll actually activate Sentry mode. And this is a mode where if somebody who's not you or somebody who doesn't have the key card to access this car, if they get near the vehicle, the lights can flash a little bit, and also it'll start recording automatically anyone who gets near the vehicle. So there's like 10 different cameras around the car, so it has a full 360 view, so it'll record anyone who's near the front, the side, the back, anywhere. So it gives me a little bit more peace of mind knowing that my car is protected, and then if I see anybody trying to mess with my car, you're gonna hear from me a little bit. I know your face, I got you. So that's just a nice additional bonus to the car, knowing that your car is protected and you're gonna send anybody who gets near it to jail. One of the next points that I really like is autopilot. Autopilot is, God, bro, I'm telling you, autopilot is a game changer, okay? Game changer. It literally makes my commute and driving life so much easier, and I would say having that alone makes this car just so worth it. I swear, it's such a convenience to have autopilot. When you're in traffic, you don't have to worry about the brakes or the steering or anything. It just does it all for you. And if you upgrade it, you also get the navigation autopilot, which means that you could set the car on autopilot to take you to your destination for you. So you don't have to worry about missing a stop or an exit or something like that. So that's what's really cool that's included into my car. And autopilot just makes your life so much easier. And before I had a Tesla Model 3, I had a Honda S2000, which was a manual, and then also a Mazda 3, which was also manual. So you know, I like driving manual, but this right here is just made my life so much easier, and it just made driving in traffic while I was in stick shift, like it it just relieved all that pain that I went through. Let's just say that it just relieved all that pain. I feel so much better. So autopilot, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Great life-changing experience and very, very easy to use as well. Now, like when I drive my car, like I don't really have a problem going in long distances, like if I drive to LA or anything like that, because I'm just like, shoot, I just put in autopilot, bro. I don't have to worry about it. It's just gonna go. So that's just kind of the nice thing you can have. It's just so much convenience. The next thing I love is the touchscreen. The touchscreen has so many different features, and I know a lot of people are tripped out about like how there's no like tachometer and everything, but honestly it's very easy to get used to just the screen itself. It's very easy to use. Everything's very easy to find and accessible. We know what gear we're in. We have the front trunk, back trunk charger. This is the windshield wipers. I mean, we got our navigation. You have your music all ready to go here. This is the AC and then defroster. It's just very easy to use, very, very easy to use. I mean, you could see everything, all of your settings and adjustments are on here. Basically, if you know how to use an iPhone or any smartphone at all, you're gonna know how to use a Tesla. It's gonna be super similar and it's easy concept, very easy to understand. It's literally having just a phone as a car. Essentially, that's what it is. The last and final point that I love about my Tesla is the drive itself and regenerative braking. Regenerative braking basically means the car will slow down its engine or battery itself instead of you having to use the brakes. So what that does is it recharges the battery, and on top of that, you don't have to waste your brakes so they don't get worn out very fast. It takes a while for your brakes to be worn out. So you're gonna have less maintenance on your brakes, less money for you to spend because the engine itself is slowing itself down, and I love that. And it was weird to use at first, but it's so easy to use now, and it's such a also another convenience. This car is just full of conveniences. So all you do is let yourself off the brake, and it'll abruptly, kind of not abruptly, but like it'll gradually slow down quickly. So it's really, really nice to use. And it becomes very easy flowing to use for the car, and you don't have to worry about your feet going on and off the brake. You just kind of let your feet relax and then let go of the brake, and then that's it. It's chill. It's a good time. The drive itself, I'm not like no race car expert or anything like that, but I do like the handling. It doesn't feel like I have so much understeer or oversteer. I feel like it's well balanced. It hugs corners to my liking, and that's all I could say really about it. But it's a very enjoyable driving process. There's not much road noise, not a lot of wind noise, and you don't feel all the bumps and cracks of the road. It's a very comfortable ride, and driving it around fast is really nice. And the 0 to 60, I mean, even though the 0 to 60 is in 5 seconds, which is still good, oh shoot, my car is adjusting itself. Even though the 0 to 60 isn't on the fastest side because I have the standard range plus, that immediate or initial like pull is just so fast, and it just feels like it's going faster than it actually is, and that's what I love. You just instantly have that torque. It's just boom, 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 just go, go, go. And so that's what I really love about that car. I mean, you could just feel like you're going fast at any point in time you're driving. So those are the 5 points that I love. Let's move on to the 5 points that I hate, or not really hate, but don't really like. As a bonus love, I really enjoy the fact that I don't have much maintenance on the car. There's no need for oil changes, spark plugs, or brake changes, or anything of that nature. This car covers itself basically because there's no engine, and it does regenerative braking, so you don't really have to worry about your brakes. And you don't have to worry about any oil changes or anything like that, any of that kind of maintenance. So I really, really like the ease of mind that I have, where I don't have to worry about paying for more expenses like that. So it's a low cost car, low maintenance car, and that's what I really, really love about this car. Now, one of the things that I really don't like, I'm gonna be honest, it took a while for me to figure these things out and think of the things that I don't like about this car, because I really, really love this car. Like, I paid $50,000 for this car, and it's been worth every single penny. But one of the things I don't like is that when I pop open the hood or the trunk, it doesn't automatically come all the way up. Now, I'm very grateful to be able to afford this car, but I would have liked a little bit of hydraulic action to get that hood up and to get the trunk up as well, so I don't have to manually put myself up there, you know. So it only opens a little bit, it doesn't go all the way up like I would like it to. That's just a little small inconvenience. The next one I really don't like about this car is the exhaust note, man. It's too quiet, man. I don't hear nothing. In case you guys didn't get that was a joke. The next thing I don't like is the music panel doesn't automatically go down like the air conditioner does on the screen. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, if I touch the AC, it'll eventually go back down on its own. See, it goes away. But if I were to bring my music up and I were to pick something, it doesn't go anywhere. It just stays there. It just stays the same, doesn't go anywhere. And that's kind of annoying when when I'm navigating through something and I pick a song and I need to go back to the navigation screen. I have to like swipe it all the way down for me to do that instead. And sometimes it'll just bounce back up, and that's kind of annoying, but I needed to display the whole thing. The next thing I don't like about my Tesla is that sometimes this happens in once in a blue moon, in really weird random times, is I won't be able to unlock my car through my phone. Like usually when you walk up to your car and you just have your phone in your pocket, the doors will automatically unlock. But sometimes I'll have my phone in my car and then I try to unlock the car and it doesn't unlock, and I'm like, what the hell? And I have to actually open up my phone, and then once I open my phone, then I can unlock the car. And then sometimes if in the worst case scenario, which this only happened to me one time, is where I had to actually open up my phone, that didn't work, and then I had to go to the Tesla app and then open my car door from there. And that was just little minor inconvenience there. A bit of an annoyance, but not that big of a deal. The final dislike about my Tesla is that actually the battery can run out a lot faster than you think, depending on the way you're driving. If you're driving a little bit faster than normal, if you have the AC on, if you're running the music really loud, many different factors will play into the drainage of the battery. And so sometimes the battery might die quicker than you think, so you have to be you have to account for it sometimes. It's not too bad, the battery life. I have like 210 miles on my car. As far as the battery range, I don't drive a lot, I don't drive far. I only commute maybe 15-20 miles a day at most, so I don't have very long drive. So that's why I got the standard range, because I don't really drive far, so I don't need it. So I never really had a problem with battery ranges. But sometimes when I drive like to LA and then I have to go to OC and then I have to go back to Riverside, like those rare moments, I notice my battery drains out a lot faster than I thought it would. And not gonna lie, I kind of have a heavy foot, so you know, I'll be speeding a little bit. But if I have the AC on and everything, it does drain a lot faster. So just be aware about that sometimes if you overuse it, the battery might go out quicker than you would like. But that's okay, just keep recharging. I charge it every night, and I never had a battery issue where I thought like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it to the next destination. I've never had that problem before. I never really worry about my battery life. It just so happens I notice like, oh, it goes a little bit quicker than I think for certain times, if I'm like going uphill or something like that. Certain conditions. I heard also if it's very cold, the battery will die quicker when you're in a Tesla. So little things like that. Overall, there's significantly stronger pros about the car than there are cons. So that's what I could say about that. Overall, 10 out of 10 would recommend a Tesla Model 3, and I'm very happy with my purchase, and I'm gonna be keeping this car for a very long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you found it a little informative and a little bit entertaining. I will see you guys in the next video. Please subscribe, like. Yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.